Hi, my name is Addo. Welcome to the reflection part of the assessment. So one of the most successful parts about this whole project was that we were able to convey parasocial relationships through narration and YouTube clips. This is especially helpful because narrations really help as a way to structure the story, because we only use the narrations as a way to explain stuff. So we had the introduction, the definition of parasocial relationships, how they're formed, how they affect the viewer and the YouTuber, and the final part was a compilation of video clips of YouTubers talking about this stuff. One of the more problematic aspects of this work was that we weren't able to share the session like you could with Audio Premiere and just collaborate on everything. So instead we just nominated James, who was constantly sending us versions of the video, which really added to the stress personally because we didn't really know how it was going to turn out at the end. But with a bit of trust, it ended up looking very well. So one of the key concepts about YouTube that was in the lectures was the being really real piece from Craig and Cunningham in 2017. And that really resonated with me because initially I thought we were going to fabricate a lot of the YouTube clips, but then the group consisting of Jamie, Max and Georgia, they just said, oh, let's just source it from the internet. Because little did I know, there were actually YouTubers like Ludwig that actually experienced this stuff and publicly addressed it on his YouTube channel. So we sourced some of his clips saying, I'm not your friend. I do not care about you. So of course I can't really show you for copyright purposes, but that really helped immerse me into the project. So frequency was an important affordance about this project because we used frequencies and high pass filters, so low pass filters, my mistake, as a way to convey the transition between the real world and the digital world. So when you hear a very muffled sound, that's the transition and the low pass filter covering a lot of the frequencies, because removing a lot of the frequencies was a way to convey the listener removing themselves from the real world, and that was a very effective use of it. Yeah, the thing about collaboration was that compromises didn't need to be made because a lot of people in our group, including myself, had conflicting takes on how the thing was going to be structured, hence the need for communication. So, and that was a real issue because we only really communicated through Google Docs and face-to-face, because that really delayed a lot of the recording time until the day we had to present our first draft. It was frustrating because I took the initiative of recording stuff on voice memo that we never even used in the first place. Other than that, it was just a matter of getting our arguments sorted and presenting our sounds that we sought, as well as recording. So that was more important than seeing which version's better. So after our first draft, we got a bit of feedback from the crowd we presented. And essentially what they were saying was that a lot of our narration got confused with the YouTube clips that we sourced. So I just proposed we use white noise, which is just all frequencies played at the same time at a balanced level, as a way to convey the transition between the YouTube clips and the narration. So for instance, if I was oh, this is the definition of a parasocial relationship, then we use white noise shh, just to transition to Ludwig, or even James Charles saying something about parasocial relationships, and that really cued the transition between the narrator and the YouTube clips. So yeah, that's the reflection. I'll see you guys in the next video.